Alright, here we go. Hello, folks. Get in here and do some sound checks. Thank you, Miko. Take that, wall. Yeah, healing spell is probably the loudest thing I've got to test with real quick. Oh, I can just do a shout. There's nothing to hurt in here. What shout do I have equipped before I just rip that off? And we'll switch to Unrelenting Force. There we go. Hey, Brambleberry, how are you? Do I only have 2 words of Unrelenting Force so far? I realized that last time we played, we got Dragon's Dirge and I didn't use it, and I need to start farming shouts like crazy because I want to show off all the different shout effects we got going on. So let's see. Shouts. Yeah, we've only got 2 words so far. We have 0 dragon souls. We gotta fix this. Wall of Power, hello. Went to the gear hall for a tablet. Like an iPad? I don't know what GEIRHALL is. Is that like a Best Buy? What is that? Oh, in game. All right. Oh, that's the name of a dungeon. I thought you were saying like you just got back from picking up a tablet IRL. Ah, okay. That makes more sense with that spelling. I was like, whoa. I have never seen gear spelled like G-E-I-R, but who knows? We've got an international audience. Alright, I'm going to wait to dive into dungeon solving until a minute or 2 after 9 here. Let folks flow in. Yogi, how's it going? Just playing some FO4 with one of Nihir's newest weapon mods and had a moment of realization I was playing as Stealth Archer. Always. It's the default state in a Bethesda game until they somehow broke that. They broke that build in Starfield. Maybe they were trying to break the memes. Were you playing with his candy cane guns? Or the new bow, the super bow. Companion perk from Dragonborn. Nice. Yeah, I definitely need to get that. Maybe we'll make our way to over to Soulsteam so I can also set up the what do you call it? Raven Rock outpost for the East Empire. The power bow, yeah. It looks ridiculous. I love that he let super mutants use it. It's fantastic. Geo Comics, I've been playing Starfield again, and I love the customization the clearance outfitters has, especially with the Doom shotgun and the Beehive rounds. Yeah, I saw people using that and how ridiculous the damage gets, at least in DPS. Like, obviously, you'd have to get that DPS, you'd have to get a up-close perfect hit with all rounds, but still. That shotgun is so satisfying with the sound effect. Oh, man. Yeah, I expected McLaren's to create some pretty broken combinations, which, you know, we talked about, like, should we block that off? And I was like, nah, let's enable it, because that's part of the fun of Bethesda games, is power creeping yourself to where you just walk into a room and decimate everything. Like, we basically spend our games playing when we play a Bethesda RPG, it's like we're working our way toward becoming the Doomslayer. Like, you just want to get to a point where you're just so ungodly powerful, you just walk in and wreck whatever challenge comes at you. Actually, one of the things on my target list for next year is for us to do an update to McLaren's to support any community-created legendary effects, because I imagine there's a handful of new legendaries and some mods and stuff, and it'd be nice to have support for those in it. Alright, I think we're ready to kick this off here. Alright, so we are in Stonesong Grotto here. Oops. We are on Echoes right now. After the sword that Sledric sent us to get. So I love the entrance to this dungeon. This is one of the first pieces of concept art we had, was this space. And I remember when we worked with the level designer Aries to get this going. Like, we started off with just this concept art, and he just spent a lot of time trying to get as close as possible to it, and it was just kind of a something to set the mood of this dungeon, set it to something a little more unique. Because it's you know, that tends to be a lot of dungeons in Skyrim tend to be one of three flavors: either they're Draugr ruins, they're snow-covered caves, or they're what do you call it? Dwemer, like the Dwemer spaces. It tends to be what most of them feel like. So had to like kind of pick our kit and then try and add some variation to it. All right, so the first thing we come in here, so we had these crystals. We have two different kinds of crystals that we introduced with the goal of trying to add some new puzzle elements to try and make our dungeons feel a little more unique and make use of shouting. And the first thing we realized after we sent the dungeon to testers is we had this set up over here. So we started out with, we had this first puzzle, which was to basically shout at all three of these crystals, and in a certain order. And the idea was they would see this thing up here, very conspicuous, with this little kind of dragon thing here and a crystal right in front of it. They go stand in front of it, and we got feedback from the testers over and over again that they weren't sure how to continue. So we decided to set up this over here, which is like a little demonstration that shouting at a crystal will cause it to activate. So when you pull this chain, that little face up there yells "Foos," activates this crystal, and we get in this little secret treasure chamber. So that was kind of our hint to folks. I don't know how many people got that, or if it's just totally like people are still missing it or not, but it did definitely seem to help the testers. And we did something unique with Bard's College testing, which we will be doing anytime we do a massive project, is we try and bring in like a new fresh batch of playtesters every couple of weeks, just to make sure that we're getting fresh eyes on everything, to see that if our changes are having the desired effect. Because a lot of times when folks will report stuff to us, if we give them those changes and hand it back to them, they're of course going to be satisfied because that's what they asked for, but it doesn't necessarily help new players, and that's a lot of the goal, is like, how do we get this as intuitive as possible? Alright, so then after you've learned that, you just come in here, and you can see they kind of, the crystals kind of light up a little bit to show that they're active, and then that opens up this portal right here. And if you don't enter it right away, it will disappear. And you just got to go shout again. Hello, Raven. Oscar, hello. Raven, I hear you tried out the alpha of tomorrow. Well, what should be tomorrow's patch. I theoretically have an SS2 patch tomorrow, but I also have a lot of meetings tomorrow. So, and it takes like 4 hours to upload a patch just because of all the different files and how big they are. So I may end up pushing back till post Christmas, but I'm really hoping to get it out tomorrow. But anyway, I heard you tried out the alpha and it was working good for your city plans. So the original intention with this was that this portal wouldn't be here, and that once you got in here, you were forced to make your way through the dungeon. And you can tell that by reading this adventurer's journal. All those decades ago, I had thought the old man a fool to have casually invited me into his hideaway, but I see now he had nothing to fear. When I learned of this place's abandonment, I hoped to plunder any valuables that had been left behind, but even though I managed to bypass the entrance safeguards, the portal quickly closed behind me, and giant crystals blocked the doorway leading into the complex. The crystals seemed to easily bar the passage of any would-be intruder. I'm trapped. I shall rest to consider my options. So the idea being he couldn't find his way through, so he died. And that was how we had it implemented for a while, but then we found that some testers were getting to a point where they were coming here and realizing their character was too underpowered and they couldn't handle all the battles, so we were just like, all right, we'll just let people leave, because we don't, it tends to be the case for Skyrim and all Bethesda games. It's very rare that you get locked into a situation where you have no choice but to go forward. It tends to be they always let you get the out. When are we making SS2 for Skyrim? As soon as Bethesda lets us code the engine. When they let us add some new functions to the engine, like a lot of them, then we'll talk. But so far, that doesn't look to be on the table. I really like the puzzle development for this grotto. Really makes puzzles worthwhile. I remember when we were setting up the puzzle idea for when we finally got the 2 crystal variants working. I remember our level designer was like, "Oh my god, I want to keep going with this. I have ideas for like 10 more dungeons using these as just." And we ended up cutting a lot of puzzles, so we had a lot more puzzles in here for the crystals, and some of them were really complicated. But you always have to build up, right? You have to start like the first thing is like, all right, teach the person that hitting the crystal with a shout does a thing, and then it's like, okay, next you got to teach them that doing them in a sequence does things, and then set it up so that you can use those with resonant crystals and those without. And we had all these different ideas for ways we could play with the crystal idea for puzzles, and could have kept going with it, could have added a lot more dungeons, but had to limit ourselves because we kind of set out with like a certain scope in mind of like how big we wanted this story to be. So I've only got one plan that I made to test, but it seemed to build properly. Lots of people are going to be happy about that fix. Yeah, I wish I'd have been able to solve it long ago, like back when we were doing city plan contest, because I know it's important to the folks who are spending all this time designing. All right, so the next crystal type, so we have a couple different ones here. These were primarily decorative to kind of give the level some flavor, and it's kind of the idea of where this dungeon is telling the history of how Sledric figured out all the crystal stuff. And some of these you'll find are mineable, which we'll run into in a minute. But this kind right over here has like a spirit trapped in it. And this is kind of the basis for the resonant crystals, is that he's finding some that have some sort of magical spirit trapped within, and then he carves them in a certain way. Now, we needed to show the player that Earthsong could break them. So we started off with, let's drop some rocks on one to show that rock things can break it. Ha, missed. Oops, sorry, Lydia. And this was another thing where we went in with fresh testers every couple of weeks, and we didn't tell them how to get through here. We're just like, let's just let them figure it out. And so we had to just keep adding more hints to it. Now this one, we found that still wasn't enough. Some people were coming in fresh, and maybe they didn't notice the rocks, or they didn't put 2 and 2 together. So we ended up having to add some more hints, which I'm trying to remember where the next one shows up. Alright, so I think the next one was here. This was our next little hint. And that's that in order to mine the crystals, you need a stone pickaxe. Again, just kind of keep going back to the rock idea. So we added a new type of pickaxe, the stone pickaxe. And this just uses the art from the same one that you use in Dragonborn to mine the... What is that ice called? There's that special ice you can get there. But basically, we show you that after you mine out this crystal vein... Should happen any second now. It explodes. So again, trying to plow home this point that stone beats crystal. And that seemed to get most people the point through. And I haven't seen a ton of people get stuck, although we did put out several videos walking people through the dungeon, just because it would have been such a bummer to have people get stuck on our first dungeon. Which is really when the story kind of starts picking up, because before this it was just a lot of, meet all the characters and... Now the idea for these spirits being you can see they're clearly like clones of Sledric, that came up much later in development. When we first had this dungeon idea, it was just kind of going to be like, maybe these are the spirits that used to be trapped inside of the crystals, and they're just kind of wandering around, and those are our enemies. And then I don't remember how it came about that we decided that they would be Sledric. I think it was when we'll get to some of the story elements that happen in here later. We kind of hint at something, so I won't spoil it for people who haven't played it yet and are just using my playthrough to see it all unfold. But when we get to a certain reveal moment much later in the story, you'll understand why it made sense for us to set up the Sledric copies in here. It also, and even if nothing else, you could make sense of it because we give you copies of Phantom. We give you the Phantom form shout in the Sanctuary, and then there's another version of it, like another word for it in here. And then, so we still had an issue in this dungeon, and both of our dungeons, in fact, that a lot of new people would get lost. And part of that is because we did a lot of optional side puzzles, things that you could go do. If you do these little extra bits, you will gain some... Oh, more rocks falling again. I don't know if these rocks were intended to fall on this crystal and they just got misaligned, or if it was just a trap. But anyway, if you break these crystals, with Earthsong, a spirit will come out to fight. Generally, not always. Oh, he got me. Oh god, come on, Lydia, get over here. Oh good, he's kind of stuck. And then at some point we had set up the factions incorrectly, and we saw these fights happening between the Sledrig phantoms and these resonant echoes, and we left that in there. We're just like, that's actually really cool to occasionally stumble upon them as if they're... So the idea was to make it feel then... And then again, this all came organically as we were developing. It wasn't necessarily pre-planned, but that's kind of how we like to develop. We start out with kind of well, the word we use a lot is nebulous plan of like, we know something like this. So we say, let's start with something and then we'll see what kind of evolves over time. And then like that was a happy little accident that we ended up liking, because then it's kind of like the Sledrig phantoms are going to work, mining the crystals, and occasionally they'll pop one that has a spirit, and then they have to fight that spirit away. Can we eat the crystals? You cannot. We probably give you way too many crystals, which is why I don't remember how much we put the price for them, but we definitely set it to something so that when you start getting overloaded with them, you could sell them. Yeah, they had a decent value, so they actually have resale value, even though we only need you to get so many so that you can get access to turning some of them into resonant crystals, which we will find the recipe for as we go through here. Stalrim, that was the ice, thank you. Yeah, I can attest that the hints work. It was my first go today. It took a bit of thinking, but the clues definitely led on without being blatant. Good. So I started talking about one last hint that we ended up adding, but I got distracted by killing that spirit to talk about optional puzzles. So the optional puzzles had a negative consequence of making people feel lost, and so we ended up building these little lanterns. So if you ever feel lost in one of our dungeons, if you follow the lanterns, you will make it through. And we did that, even though most people wouldn't know that. It was just an easy like support method where we could just tell people who reported on our forums or on Discord that they were stuck. We could be like, well, just look, you see those little lanterns, just follow them and they'll take you through. Oh, sent him flying, love it. Thought I had Fusroda. I'll take it though. Did she just call him a disgrace to his own kind? You're a disgrace to ghosts everywhere. Whoa. Got him right back. Shout wars. So again, offering these little side corridors and stuff ended up getting a lot of people confused, but it was just opportunities to put to reward exploration and put more chances to like learn all the mechanics of like, all right, I can break all these different crystals. Dove Trail, looking forward to what you guys have coming to Skyrim next. Love to E and BC. Awesome. Yeah, we don't have anything in develop actively right now, other than we have like a pretty big patch for Bard's College, mostly done. We're focused on another Skyrim or Starfield creation right now, and then probably early next year we're going to pivot back to some Skyrim stuff. Alright, and now, there we go. So I got all turned around for a second. Realm Berry is the Cadence Rod supposed to work with regular shouts. That is, I used Ice Form, not Resonance, then Cadence Rod and cleared up my shout bar. Yep, it's meant to be used. We tried to make it really flexible. Like, you can also kind of cheese the Cadence Rod and just use it as a shout reset. Like, without even worrying about without worrying about the chanting. I just wanted to open it up for builds, because I know shouts in the base game are kind of underwhelming. So it was just like an opportunity to open up potential for a shout build. Okay, I think this is an old book. I know that doesn't look like something we wrote, but I'll take it. And we'll take everything, because we can send it back with East Empire. Oh, more moonstone, which we'll need for moonstone is one of the ingredients for making resonant crystals out of the uncarved. Although I am nowhere near being able to make resonant crystals, as they involve glassmithing, which is pretty deep into the smithing tree. Fun story with the what do you call it? The smithing of resonance crystals. So you guys know how we hired back Paul Danis, the voice of, who does the voice of Norland, and he was one of the original Skyrim voice actors. At one point, we had him record. It turns out he's the voice also of Yorlin Greymane. So at one point, we had him record some lines for Yorlin so that we could make it so that players who didn't have glassmithing could go do a quest for Yorlin and get access to them that way, and have him make them for them. But we ended up cutting it because Bethesda's legal department made it very clear that we need permission to use any of their characters. So we did not need to run afoul of trademark law. And we could ask for permission to use him, and we may in the future. So we may patch that in the future. But for now, we didn't want to push our luck up front where we were all trying to get used to each other. But that was originally a plan, so maybe it'll come back one day. Where are you? It's really hard to see them sometimes in here. Uh-oh. Alright, gonna need to find a container here. And ASAP, because we're gonna get shot to death by a bow. Alright, I think we will just drop a few things for now. Try to not drop, there we go. Come back for those in a bit. Ooh. Nice. Nick Carter, are you interested in the Suikoden remaster? I don't know what that is. Please enlighten me. Oh no. Oh. I saw it too late. Alright, let's dump some stuff back in here. Oops, no, I don't want to wear that. I want to store that. There we go. Guess I don't need 2 stone pickaxes. Hell yeah, 1200. Let's sell that thing. That's right, I forgot I'm carrying this thing. Price is 20% better, carry 20 points more, and can breathe underwater. What other random junk do we pick up here? Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's put in a relic. Oh, we got so many. Fantastic. There we go. And we'll change that to the merchant, and we are sending everything currently to Whiterun. There we go. Now we just got to clear this place. Oh, we got some more loot over here. Oh, I'll take that. Yes, please. Yeah, this dungeon was really fun to the way it got developed, just because we started out with such a like blank canvas. There was a lot of like back and forth. It was very collaborative to build this thing, so I'm really happy with how it came out. It was a lot of back and forth between gameplay design, level design, story needs. Popular strategy RPG game made by Konami. Remastered Martial. Yeah, no, I've never played it. Never even heard of it. I thought I was reading that is that game that was in the newspaper that's like numbers. What is that one? Sudoku? That's originally what I read that as when you posted it. I was like, Sudoku remastered, you say? Crystals everywhere. So here's another part a lot of people kept getting stuck, and actually I just came up with an idea now how we could have stopped that. So originally this door wasn't here, and we had a lot of people getting hung up on this little optional puzzle over here. So we closed that off with the door and put our little crystal path there. But I think what we also should have done is maybe stopped the spinning of that until after you start messing with it, because that really draws you in, right? It feels like you have to go over here. So, but this over here is a little optional side room. Some more. I guess I could take those. If we decide to grind out alchemy for level ups. Speaking of, where are we at now? We'll keep going with health. And there was something I was getting close on. I think speech? I think I was waiting to level up. Yeah. Oh, we did hit 50. Okay. So we can do persuasion. Wait. Oh, we need to get 50. We only have 40. Okay. Oh, why does it show 50? Does that mean I probably have something that's giving me like plus 10 speech right now? Which doesn't count toward level ups. That makes sense. So we'll have to do a couple more days of training with Shemaine. Alright, so we need to pop this thing open. Oof. Get him, Lydia. No! Oh, hopefully I got a random save from popping open my menu and stuff. Yes. Oh, brutal. Got me before I could even stand up. Oh, is it all the way back at the beginning of the dungeon? It is. Well, fortunately, a lot of that time in the dungeon was just me talking, so now we can just plow right through real fast. And remember to hit that save button. Actually, let me check my settings and make sure I have autosaves turned on. Let's see. Save on wait, save on rest, save on travel. Okay, yeah. Save on character menu. Let's turn that on. Yes. Alright, now we're going to speed run through this as best I can. But I also don't want to leave loot behind because I need as much gold as I can if I'm on this plan of speed training my speech through brute force in gold. Whoops. Sorry, Lydia. Or Miko, whoever I just smashed. Oh, thank you. Maybe we'll get the Sledrig Phantoms to come help us out. Nope, they decided to go for me. Sorry, Miko. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Sorry, Lydia. Not in control of this sword. Trying to help. Trying to help. This is why I'm a bard, not a swordsman. Alright. Alright, grab this loot over here. So what kind of what other games is this Suikoden you guys are talking about similar to that I may have played? I'll watch you guys are gonna name off like 4 other games I've never played. Okay, let's actually switch to Earth Song. Hey, buddy. This is for you. Sorry, Miko. I think we made you essential. Whoa! Breath of Fire with Revolving Castle based on who you get to join you. Oh, that sounds like my jam. I love the, like, that was one of the goals of some settlements. It was actually the opposite. It was to make it so that depending on how you build your settlements, that determines who shows up. But the other way, it sounds cool too. Depending on who you recruit can change the way your buildings develop. That sounds awesome. Remember, I put the full Stormcall shout as a resonance shout. It is a spectacular killing shout. I had a couple bandits do the flight to the moon when they got hit. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to. I want to embrace Tiriana and get a bunch of shouts. I have one queued up from her already. Alright, we're just going to leave that crystal unbroken. Alright, let's keep going. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, I got pulled into a kill animation and it clipped me through the wall. That's funny. Give me your crystals. What? Okay. Am I just stuck in an animation here? Okay, yeah. That's just some weird jank. I think one of the biggest challenges with developing this dungeon was for the launch creations. We were not allowed to use any community tools, so we weren't allowed to use NifScope. We weren't allowed to use Xedit. Like, there were all these like great tools that we all have become reliant on, and they were suddenly taken away from us. So we had to like figure out how to do the proper workflow from 3ds Max and such. And I know just enough about 3ds Max to be dangerous, but I am no expert. So even like simple stuff like getting these crystals in a state where we could get them in the game was a challenge. So we worked on this project with just placeholder graphics for a very long time. So, and that was for the ones where we couldn't use community tools. And then partway, well, that was for East Empire. And then Bards, partway through development, they kind of like, they're just like, yeah, no, go ahead and use whatever tools you need to. We trust you guys. And then that kind of uncorked us. Sledrig is my father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. What is the combination on your luggage, sir? I'm curious how if they're gonna totally muck up the sequel that they're working on right now. All right, let's remember to clear this trap here. Is the follower HUD mod almost ready? Yeah, it's getting closer. So I took a first draft at all the code and sent that over to some folks for testing, and they gave me some feedback on it. But then we're also waiting for some more graphics for it. So I was hoping to get it out before Christmas. That is not going to happen, though. So it will be sometime after the new year, I imagine. I do have a bunch of bugs to fix that were reported. I want to make like a MCM menu for it and some other quality of life stuff. And then we've, of course, got to get the rest of the icons in. Let's go ahead and use this level up here. Wait, do you not have a weapon, Lydia? Oh, you just haven't wielded it. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and remember to do this time right away. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to put away there. There we go. Wrong button. Guess I should keep my shield in case I decide to go back to it. Oh, I didn't put the relic in there. Alright, let's go to East Empire relic. No, I want to store. And we'll send it to Whiterun. There we go. Close menu. And that's a good time for a save. Metric, why were they against community tools? I think it was just they were trying to get... so during Creation Club, community tools weren't allowed either because they were basically... Because Bethesda was selling it themselves, right? It was like... It was their name on it for Creation Club, so anybody who worked on stuff, they were basically selling it to Bethesda to then package up and resell. So everything had to follow their proper workflows, and I think they just came off of that. So like they didn't have all the details of the VC program figured out. But then I think also, you know, after working with all of us for a couple of years, they realized like we all know what we're doing, and if we trust those community tools, they could as well. I think that's kind of what happened. It may also just be a case of like we kept asking them for things that our community tools could do that their tools couldn't, and since they probably didn't have the manpower to develop all versions of the tools that we wanted, it was just easier to say, yeah, okay, go ahead and use your tools. It's hard to say though. Nobody told us the logic. They just said, yeah, go ahead and use the tools that you are comfortable with. Oh, this is why that guy wrecked me before. Big old heavy hit and two-handed mace. Encounter 651 with the follow. Hello. Although that's over on Twitch, which I had to quit streaming on Twitch. I will probably get back to it eventually, but I have to figure out a better dual streaming system because my computer just can't keep up with it. Steel Warhammer of Burning. Steel Warhammer of Wreck Me. Hey, can we get to this? Nope, satchel's buried in the ground. Okay, now we're back to here finally. Alright, so we got some nice easy skeletons. My favorite is when their song just kills the skeletons in one hit, which can happen quite frequently. Feels real good. I'm on to you, Trap. Just need to keep your 100 or so tabs closed. Never! No, so far I figured out that if I close the creation kit, that's... Seems to at least make it so that YouTube streaming works fine, but... Oof! Alright, we need some defense. Lydia! Alright, well, at least we have a save right before that. Learned my lesson. Alright, so we're gonna need to... Miko, you need to move. Move. Man, I need rank 3 Unrelenting Force. Okay, I know what we'll do to solve this problem. We will go to Chant of Ravaging. And then we will go Earth Song. Oh, that didn't work. But I think we knocked him back far enough that, yeah, okay, good. Alright, now we can get back to... Where's our sword? Not to you, Resident Echoes. Nice. Thanks for not dying, Lydia. I don't know where Miko went. Hopefully he's still alive. Probably sent him to the moon with some Earth Song there. Alright, before we continue, let's make sure we can find our pooch. Oh, there he is! He made it back. Okay, so this puzzle right here, pretty straightforward. Just gotta line these up so you can see all 3 crystals. Technically, you actually don't have to do this because we found out that geometry doesn't actually prevent shouts, which was an interesting thing. But we just pretend that it works. So technically, I could just go ahead and do this right here. But the idea with this puzzle was you'd wait till the opening showed the 3rd crystal. And that should open the door on the other side. Yep, and there's our phantom released. Right in the eye. Nice shot, Lydia. Nice. And one of the rewards for all the optional puzzles is you get a resonant crystal. And of course random extra loot. So I'm hoping I can remember where all the optional puzzles are, so I can show them to you guys. If you want to know for certain, if you go to the Kinggath Creations YouTube, so we have a separate YouTube account which I actually need to update because I don't think it has any of our recent trailers on it. It's just kind of a place to kind of gather all the stuff related to KGC in one spot, and it has walkthroughs on how to get all of the to do all the optional puzzles. All right, let's go ahead and save again. Okay, this time looks like we've got 3 phantoms to fight all at once. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, good thing we saved. Good thing we saved. That was a mean fireball, dude. Very strong magical Sledrig clone. Alright, I think we need to run out there and Earthsong that one. If I can figure out which one it was. Yeah, it's gotta be this one over here. Yeah, you didn't have a weapon on you. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh man, we got a Warhammer and a... Oh, cool. Somehow took that one out instantly. Oh god. Oh god. He's so strong. Okay. Gonna have to be a little more delicate with this. I may have to go with the old cadence rod dance to deal with this guy. Alright, so we know this guy's our problem. Oh, actually, we got the crystal there. That's how we'll deal with this. Alright, let's go to... Let's unequip this. We'll get the shield on just to make sure we have the extra armor. And then we're going to equip... Where's Earthsong? There it is. We'll use this crystal, which will keep recharging our shout, so that we can spam this guy. And we need our sword again. Sorry. Alright, where's the magic one? Where's the magic one? Good, I think he ran out of magic. Fighting the dog. Aha! There we go. Nice. Still good, Lydia? Alright. Okay. So this room, we've got 2 of our crystals. So I think this is the first time where we're showing with absolute certainty that you need it. You sometimes hit the crystals in a certain order. I think so far all the puzzles, all the crystals are lined up, so you're just naturally going to hit them all one after the other. Oh, sorry, me go. Wait, is there a trap on this one? No. Okay. Okay. So that... I think that lever... What did that open? That may have just been a bonus side room there. And this is the one that we need to open up the other way. Oh, hello. Thank you for making me feel powerful, skeleton. I think this is the room where we get the recipe for resonant crystals and find out that we are not skilled enough. Wasn't there, I think there was a journal in here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not this room. Alright, journal. Ooh, there's that squeaky chair. As you can hear, I did not go bust down the WD-40 yet. Alright, I don't think it's behind here, but we're going to crack this open anyway. Oops. Ah, come on. There we go. Find the book, Miko. I don't remember where it is. Oh, got me with the... Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh my god, so many traps. Okay, here we go. Here's our... So this door is... Okay, this door I think we open up with hitting the crystals, so we gotta come back through here. There we go. So now we've got our 3 crystals available. Alright, so now we can do unrelenting force. I think it's left, right, center. We'll test it out. Left, right, and center. And if you run, you can get into this little secret room here and get the next resonant crystal. Now, originally we had that designed where you needed to use a whirlwind sprint as well, which basically meant you had to chant to get in here, but even with the chanting, some folks were struggling with it, so we ended up toning it down and just make it as long as you start sprinting before you do the third shot, you can make it in there all right. All right, Lydia, I need you to carry some stuff.
I am at your command.
All right, what do we got for you? You're going to hold on to these for us. Oh, yeah, we'll give you this bow of ice. That sounds cool. All this extra stuff. Feel free to use whatever you like. She liked one of those things. All right. Is it this? I still think we missed the recipe book, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's deeper in here. We'll find it eventually. Maybe at the end of the dungeon. Alright, here we go. So now we're in the final little chamber. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the little journal with the recipe in it. Okay, so this is actually a little mini boss fight. We added in later because initially it was just another phantom, and it has the thing we're looking for, but it felt kind of underwhelming. So now he charges off of the roof crystals. Thomas Salazar, thank you for subscribe. And then he wrecks you with the magic that he charges up from it. So while he's got that charge, he hits like a tank. Or like a truck, rather. I guess a tank would be weak, depending on your video game. Alright, how far back do we go? Uncertain. Oh, did we go back this far? That is unfortunate. I feel like we didn't go back this far. We're going to try this one again. I feel like I saved since then, but maybe not. Oh, unfortunately, I did not save after the big battle in here. That is shocking. Just can't learn my lesson on the saves. But for now, let's get this guy down. Recharge our shout. Keep these guys down for a minute. Stay down. Sorry, guys. That pose Miko did was pretty funny. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I think we got them all. Oh yeah, that's the one that goes that way. Are there any over here? Just a bunch of crystals. Come on, give me the crystal. Give me the crystal. Okay. Alright, we'll run through this part real quick and grab the extra chest. Again, trying to get rich here. Come here, buddy. Tank him, Miko, tank him. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a save before I forget again. Oops. Bonus bowl. Whoa. Oh, this gets me with the back-to-back traps. Alright, there we go. Oh. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's switch back to Unrelenting. Oh, barely made it. Oh, you know what? We can just go ahead and use this as our next dump. I'm gonna give away the cowardice. The dragon, the bow of ice sounds way cooler. Okay, where is our little... There it is. And there we go. Alright, call him back up again. Okay, try our luck again here at the old boss fight. And I'll try not to get wrecked immediately. Let's start off with Earth Song. Send this guy to the moon. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I don't see him. Like invisible with the blue tint here. There he is. There he is. Uh oh, he's charged again. Let's back up. Let him blast. There he goes. Blast the dog with it. No, he's still charged up. There he goes. No, he's still charged. Alright. You can hear that sound where he's like ripping off the magic he's got. He's basically got the same type of magic that the Venzakri ends up with. There we go. Got him. Got our sword. And a crystal. And now let's explore around in here. Here it is. Here's our journal. So now, just looting that. I think even just reading it. I don't know if you have to loot it or read it, but that'll unlock the recipe. So if we were to go to the forge here, I believe it's under miscellaneous. We should find resonance crystal. Oh no, it's because we don't have. We have to get what do you call it? Glassmithing. So you have to have not only read the book but also have glassmithing, which we are nowhere near. Let's go look at the smith tree here. So we need to get to 70 smithing, so long ways off for us. So we will be relying on the ones we can get from the dungeon secrets. Again, unless I decide to do the cheesy Iron Dagger enchant path to power level, which I am not above. Alright, and you know what I just realized? I don't think I put an East Empire relic in that other chest at the top of the elevator, so we need to go do that too. But I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? We'll just do that. Let's grab all this stuff. We'll go to the top. We gotta take care of that one. And, oh, another soul gem. Coin purse. Okay, let us head back up to the elevator. Miko, I need to hit the switch. Hold on. I thought there was one inside of here too. Alright, well you two are going to be problematic. I'm trying to get onto this elevator. Come here. Get in here. You know, we'll equip Whirlwind Sprint just to be sure. There we go. Get out of my way, Miko. Okay, oh, but of course we can't get in there because it's trapped, so I gotta rerun this, I gotta redo this. That's alright. Alright, so we'll go left, right, and center, and just keep sprinting. There we go. Store you and you guys, and then let's remember our relic. Oh wait, we want that. Okay, yeah, that's right. It picks up the settings from the other one that we already placed earlier. Okay, let's head on out. You'll figure it out, Miko. I have faith in you. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a shortcut through here. We don't have to go back through here. So let's keep going back to here. Go back down the elevator. There should be a shortcut in that boss room. Necro doesn't go by days speed trainer upgrades. You get 5 levels total from per character level. Right. So I gotta go back. I can go, now that we leveled up, we can go do the speech training. Yeah, after we finish in here, I need to go remember to do that before I level up again. Here's the one we want. This we take this elevator up. Wolfer 3044, Merry Christmas to you as well. It's crazy how fast this year feels like it flew by. Alright, so we'll first grab our, so over here we've got the runes for Unrelenting Force as the reminder. Go ahead and grab the next word of Phantom Form. Nice, we'll take the Bardic Inspiration. Oh, a little treasure over here too. And then here's our loop back. It's actually one of my favorite things about most Bethesda dungeons is the little loop back to get back outside again. It's a nice touch. And there's Helana. Let's do a save.
Ah, there you are. I see you found the sword. Well done. But before you leave, a moment, please. There's something I'd like to do here. No, I came here for my own reasons. Actually, I've come here before, but was unable to enter. Thankfully, you have opened the way. It may now be possible. Some years ago, I found a journal that belonged to Sledric. He wrote of this place. He once called it home. It's where he found and refined his resonance crystals. And where he made other discoveries. Before you joined the college, before you said you would help kill Fulgafsanan, this was a task meant for me. I was to be trained, as you have been. Learn the skills that you've been taught. But I am unable to produce a Thu'um. I was not fit for purpose. However, I believe there is something here. Something that Sledric once thought could help give to me the power of the voice. I would like your aid in finding this thing. I want to be able to shout. I want to be useful. Hey, it's not like I was snooping. It's not my fault if an old journal got mixed up with some history books. Maybe I should have stopped reading once I realized what it was. But what Sledric had written down, he was talking about me. About how my training wasn't going how he had planned. About how he was disappointed.
I just realized we've been dungeon crawling the entire stream so far. Is the volume of her voice okay, or do I need to pump up the game volume a little bit?
Don't worry. It's not
Seems
as
fine.
if I'm
All right,
angry
cool.
at you. You can't replace something that was never there. I'm glad you came along. From everything I know, Fulgafsanan is quite dangerous. I can understand why Sledric wants the dragon dead. I just wish I could be of more use. That's kind of you to say. I'm not sure I believe it, but it was kind. Thank you! You know, I'm not entirely sure what it is to have a real friend. I'm not sure I've ever really had one. But I suspect that you come close. Again, thank you.
So this little quest is totally optional. You can tell her to piss off, and you just won't get resonance to start. I imagine most folks do this though. But I have seen people doing playthroughs where they just fast traveled back really quick and then missed this conversation. Or used like a teleport spell. There, where'd she go? Nope, there she goes. Now apparently this required some extreme voodoo to get her to actually like path onto the elevator and hit the button. So, good job, Imperial. I don't know what you did to get it working, but it plays pretty well now.
Here! This is it! It must be. Just have to stand here and... why is nothing happening? The journal made it seem so simple. I just have to stand on the platform. Why is it not doing anything? I'm so stupid. Why did I think this would work?
Yes, you are stupid. Now let's go. No, we'll go with don't give up so easily.
I don't know, when reading Sledric's journal, he seemed to think if I were to stand here, and he was to do... something, then... I'm sorry. This was just a waste of your time. We should leave. Perhaps you're right. There may be something here to explain this platform thing. Sledric always keeps records of his work. Search around. See if you can find some scrolls, old notes, anything. I'll look too.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's in here. Oh, I thought I must have missed it before. Or did it get blasted from me shouting everywhere? Or did I already loot it and I just forgot? Well, I missed a coin purse, so I definitely missed some stuff in here. Oh, here we go. I did blast it away. Where'd she go? Uh-oh, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Ah, okay, it wasn't highlighted. I was like, why can't I see her? Oh, there she is. We don't have an objective marker on her. Got it. Oh, only when you get really close. Alright.
What is it you found there?
I wonder if that's
Journal?
inverted. A lot of times we will disable it when you get close so it doesn't show up when you're writing conversation.
Oh, okay. I think this is it. Some of it is cryptic. But right here, it mentions what the platform was used for. Fascinating. This was the final step in creating a resonance crystal. Sledric would place a crystal on the platform and then... imprint it with his soul? Is that what he thought would help me? Imprinting me with the soul of another? Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I'm willing to take the risk. With the resonance crystals, it seems this helped fortify them, granting them a stability, so they could hold a shout without shattering. I suppose I can see how this might help me. Perhaps allow my body to better hold a shout, maybe? Does that make sense? I think that could work. It won't hurt you, I know that much. In his journal, Sledric mentioned he had done this many times with no ill effects. If you are willing, I would like to try. I think there is another platform somewhere in here. You'll need to find it, then stand on it for this to work.
It shocked me so much that I was always worried that this was going to be hard for people to find. And like even before we had put the objective marker, generally everybody who tested this figured it out right away. But I think we must have had enough people being like, oh, I'm not sure what to do here, that we decided to put the marker on it.
Hey, you found it! Good job!
Oops. I've got the exploding crystal. Alright.
Alright then. Now, how would Sledric do this? Must be some kind of activation.
Now, technically, the activation here is any resonant shout. So we could use Earth Song. But because I don't need it to explode and hit her, I'm going to just use Unrelenting Force.
I can hear you. Or at least something that sounds like you. I'm okay. I just... That was very painful. But I'm okay now, I think. And I feel different. I can't explain it. I just feel different. Does that mean it worked?
Every time I see her when we're doing testing or I watch somebody play this and I see her stand up from that crawl animation and she takes like 3 steps back, I keep waiting for somebody to be playing it and her to just walk off the back of the platform.
That might be a bit premature. I still feel pretty woozy. But later, maybe. I think we're done here. Time will tell if this was worth the effort. Hey, thanks for everything. No one's ever gone out of their way like this for me before. I really appreciate it. Oh, and could you not mention this to Sledric? When the time's right, I'll tell myself. But first, I want to try practicing some shouts. You should head back to the college. Don't forget the sword. Bye now.
Okay. Alright, so let's check our... Okay, we still have echoes. Alright, I think we're going to turn in echoes. And then we're going to go on a shout hunt for a while. And put a pause on the main story, because I don't want to rush through the next part. But I would like to get the sword in working order. Because once you hand it to him, he hands it back to you with a little bit of an upgrade. Because I think that's going to be pretty clutch to our build. Alright. And that took a long time. This is a pretty tough dungeon. At least for my support class. I assume if you're playing like a stealth archer, it's no big deal. Hey, our reindeer's still here. Oh, and there's the East Empire. Fantastic. Claimed by the East Empire Company, Solitude Outpost. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, we're actually gonna fast travel back here. Where's everybody going?
Why must I be surrounded by such ineptitude?
Oh, you know, we actually didn't even need to come back here. We could have used, just to advance the quest, we could have actually just used the shout.
Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
I am to betray
Olgar!
the emissary and be stationed within the Imperial city in Cyrodiil. I've a new life ahead of me, and it is all thanks to you.
We've now got the Witcher training to be a bard. Fantastic. Alright, I think we got a bunch of tablets I can use too while we're here. Oh no, I did those last time. Alright. Do we have any new chants over here? Let's see. And then this unlocks the ability to craft the cadence rods, because you can actually, so the cadence rod by default uses mana, but you can actually make a different version that will use either stamina or health. So you can kind of design what resource you want to sacrifice. So if you want to use, like, keep your mana for actual magic, so if you want to be a magic user as your main attack instead of like what I've been doing with the one-handed, you can do that. Again, we're trying to be very flexible with this, let people kind of design their own builds, and I assume when you combine some of the stuff we've added with mods that add other shout utilities and spells and stuff, there's probably a lot of interesting combinations. Alright, let's see what we can upgrade with this. How much bardic inspiration do we have? 3. I would really like Draconic Knowledge. Unlock for 7. I don't know if I have the patience to save up for that. I kind of want to, though. Unlock for 5. Oh, this is a pretty good one. All right, I think I'm going to take this one. What's the next one cost? Does it show us? Unlock for 5, okay.
Ah, yes, I see you were successful. You have recovered Fenzakri. A fine blade. My blade. Or at least, it used to be. That it is. In the dragon tongue, it means Sword of the Wind. With the correct focus of one's mind, Fenzakri can slice through the air itself, reaching foes far away. Although, it seems the magic that once enchanted the blade has waned over the centuries. Yes, many years past, I called that place my home. It was a refuge, somewhere for contemplation and reflection on oneself. There I performed many investigations and tests on the capturing of one's Thum. My work there is what led to the very sanctuary you now stand in. And there were other discoveries as well. It seems you've been taking my lessons to heart, looking beneath the surface of things. You are correct. Helana is born of myself. She is my daughter. It was my hope I could train her in the ways of the Thum, despite her being of my blood. It was not meant to be. It is of no fault of her own. I know she has tried to live up to my expectations. Even with her shortcomings, I am still proud of her. Enough! It is not your concern. We will speak no more of this.
Okay, okay.
Let us return to more immediate matters. That it did. This sword, I once used against many a dragon. You see, I was once Dova Creed, Dragon Slayer. So many did I do battle with, that I even learned to mimic their Thum, turning it against them. Gafsunan is an old foe of mine. So many confrontations, so many times he slipped through my fingers, till I finally cornered him. I knew this time I had him, for I had mastered a most devastating shout. Or at least, I thought I had. An exact number I cannot give you. I'm 7, maybe 8 centuries of age. It all blurs together. My mind seems unable to comprehend the passage of so many years. That I was one of the best. When I was still young, the land had long healed from the past and harsh rule of the dragons. Many a dragon did not take kindly to their new place in the world. They sought to re-establish their lost kingdoms, or simply terrorize those who had taken their place. That's why people like me became hunters. It was a long battle. Both Volgaf-Sonan and I were broken and bloody. But I had the shout, one that would rip the very soul out of the beast. So I let loose my Thum, and it worked. I saw the dragon's soul tear free from its body. Victory within my grasp. But then, Volgaf-Sonan bellowed his own Thum. The same Thum as mine. And now it was my own soul to be torn away. Not knowing what to do, I shouted again and again, the dragon doing the same. Until darkness. I awoke, alone. Volgaf-Sonan was gone. It escaped me. Again. That was not the worst of it. I felt different. Wrong somehow. Part of me was missing. was my soul. Volgafsanan had managed to tear part of it away. Yet something new had taken its place. In our struggle, I'd captured part of Volgafsanan's soul to mend my damage. A dragon's soul. I felt empowered, unstoppable. With my newfound vitality, I'd hunt him down again, and this time, I would end him. But it has been so long since then. So many centuries. With your help, I feel I am close.
You have the soul of
Only
a dragon.
part of a dragon's soul. Half to be exact. It has granted me certain insights, certain abilities. The most obvious being immortality. I am old. Far older than any man should ever be. I have seen and done so much. And I remember so little.
Yeah, how did you become a bard?
To be honest with you, I never held much interest in the arts. At least, before losing part of my soul. Perhaps it was the sheer amount of time I now had before me. Or my attempt to make sense of all that had happened. But I started to find myself intrigued by bardic matters. Music, verse, the qualities of one's voice. All this is what led me to where I am today. So much I have done. It's too much to recall. But I shall try. For a time I continued to hunt dragons, but as their numbers ebbed, so did my fervor wane. Some decades I wandered, others I took residence in some town or city, partaking in whatever distractions presented themselves. I take on the role of a court minstrel, a noble scholar, at times even a simple street performer. I even once played at being Grand Master of a whole college, teaching others to use the Thum. But all these are lifetimes ago now.
I love that reference. I love the street performer and then the Grandmaster of a college. That's an allusion to something. There are these old, like, I don't know if they're guidebooks. I don't know what you would call them, but there was one for Elder Scrolls. There were, I guess, like lore books that would come with some of the games, and like some you could buy separately. And there was the Redguard game. What was I'm trying to remember what that was called. Elder Scrolls Adventures, I think it was. And it had this like little guidebook that came with it, and there's some background behind Skyrim in there. And one of it mentions like a bard who became the master of a college of the voice. So kind of hinting, like we didn't want to just come out right and say that he was that guy because maybe Bethesda does something with it, but it was like an allusion to that, which I really appreciated. I loved how much research we did on the background on Elder Scrolls because there's so much. They went nuts with the amount of backstory there is. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Ah, yes, I see you were
all right,
successful.
we'll speed through this.
You have recovered Fenzakri. A fine blade. My blade. Or at least, it used to be.
All right, we're going to skip ahead. Didn't realize I have to do the whole conversation again. I didn't realize I was going to time out on dialogue.
Was my own.
Yep, continue with the tale. We heard all this. Usually we would have like a step in to
You have my thanks.
pick back up, but
Truly, you do. The sword, Venzakri. Give me a moment and I'll restore to it what power I can. There. I have reawoken the blade. It will now respond to a Thum, as it once did. Take it. It is yours.
nice.
As I am now, it is of little use to me. You now have everything you need to face Volgafsanan. The only thing that remains is to discover where he hides himself away. Oh, I am sure. If that vile fiend had died, I would have known. No. He's still out there, biding his time. Even before you became my apprentice, I had already been following some promising leads on the dragon's whereabouts. Some of the professors at the college have been assisting me, although they are unaware of the full details. You should speak to Professor Tiriana, or Mistress Valorine, or perhaps even Olvis. Each has been looking into matters regarding Volgafsanan. Any of them could point you in the right direction to gather the information we need. Olvis is eager to please, hoping to get on my good side. When he learned I asked the others for assistance, he leapt at the chance to offer his own help. I'm unsure if he will have found anything, but I suppose it is possible. I will not mince words. Valorine does not like me, and the feeling is mutual. Despite that, I will admit she has her uses. She has an extensive network of contacts, many fingers in many pies. There's a chance she may be able to find what information we need. Indeed, she has. Both she and Germaine have been instrumental in my efforts thus far. It was their connections that brought to me the Earthsong tablet. With her expertise in historical study and cataloging, I have asked Tiriana to research any possible clues as to Volgafsanan's whereabouts. Good. Each professor should have something useful. You can pursue each lead if you wish, or just one of them, providing it gives us what we need. If things go wrong, or lead turns to a dead end, have no worry. Just pursue a different lead instead. Or return to me. I may be able to offer an alternative path. In your absence, I shall ready what we will need to confront Volgafsanan. It is the least I can do. That is all for now. We both have much work ahead of us.
Okay. Alright, so now we've got a nice upgrade to our sword here. So this is... So one of the things we were doing when we were coming up with all the stuff that we were putting in here was like, alright, what does a bard class look like? And then it was a matter of, let's try and create a set of gear that would kind of be best in slot for a character who was like, I'm going to play with this playstyle. So we imagined something like Venzicree in one hand, Cadence Rod in the other, or when you weren't using shouting, you would use whatever spell or shield or sword you wanted to use. But the idea with this is you shout, charges Venzicree, blasts off an energy beam, do the next shout in your chant, and basically alternate between them, and each time you get another blast of your sword in a ranged form. So whatever shout series you're using, you can run around the battlefield and take pot shots while your companions are kind of holding things down for you. Now, one thing that I have noticed is when I've watched a lot of people playing with this is the little blast from Venzicree doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd hope with how much like setup it takes to get it working, but I believe it's the same amount of damage as Bloodskull Blade's beam, which is what we kind of based it on. So we may increase it in the future. Maybe it'll be something like, depending on, like, if you use like a level 2 shout, maybe it'll do more damage, or level 3, etc. That might be a change we make in the future. But for now, the idea is the damage is kept to match Bloodskull Blade. If it was good enough for that, it's good enough for this, and you can kind of spam it in combination with the Cadence Rod. Alright, let's go talk to everybody, and we'll get their little side quests, so that way as we're bouncing around the world, we have something to do. And I also definitely want to talk to Tiriana again and pay her
to be trained as an emissary and be stationed within the Imperial City.
Oh yeah, you told me that a moment ago.
A new life ahead of me.
I want to talk to Tiriana to get some more shouts queued up, so that way as we're clearing dungeons and whatnot, we can fill up our shout repertoire.
Oh, about the dragon. Yes, I have found something. I knew the name Volgafsanan sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite place where I had heard it before. But while plucking my lute, absent-mindedly humming tunes, it hit me. I had heard that name in a song, a folk ditty from around the Pale. I can't quite recall the lyrics, but I'm fairly sure the song made mention of the dragon and seeing it come from somewhere. Well, if you were to head to Dawnstar, you might come across the woman I heard singing the song. She was a fisherwoman. I think her name was... well, I can't quite remember that either, but I do remember she reminded me of Helana. It was the red hair and her smile. I mean, no. So, if you speak to her, maybe don't mention anything about that. Okay? I know it's not much to go on, but if that woman can tell you the lyrics to the song, it may offer the information Sledric seeks. I'm sorry, that's all I can offer. Hope it helps.
Okay, and actually, before we forget, I need to find Gerard and get my training for this level. Hey, hold
Sure
on.
you wrap up warm if you're going out. You don't want to lose it though to the frost.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, I saw Valerie in there, but I really got to get to Gerard. Because I know I'm going to get distracted, totally forget, level up again, and miss out the opportunity for half of the speech points we need to get... Hey, there's our guy.
Divine Smiler. Well, you've come to the right place.
Take all my gold. Give me that training. There we go. Oh, look at that. We're about
I
to...
should return to my
Oh, man. We might...
Keep him out of trouble, I hope.
We're going to ding in no time here.
Where did I leave that contact? As one of Skyrim's most prestigious emissaries, I am quite busy. What is it? First Helana, and now he sends you. Does the old goat truly lack the courage to speak to me himself? Pathetic. Yes, I have what Sledric wants, or rather, I know someone who does. But now a question for you. Why should I hand over this knowledge to one of Sledric's lackeys? What possible good would it do for me,
Alright, we'll try our luck. We got our speech up a little bit.
I have my reasons, and they are my own. You're right. I hadn't thought of that. I could dangle this over him for weeks, perhaps even months. Poor Sledric, owing me a favor? Yes. I know the man who'll have the information he needs. His name is Hemid, or as he is otherwise known, the Librarian. A spellcaster of some renown, currently on pilgrimage to the Mages' College in Winterhold, last I heard. Of course, if you wish to speak to Hemid, you'll need to gain entry to the college somehow. But that's a problem for you and your master. That's all I have to say. Be sure to let Sledric know he's now indebted to me.
Okay, now we need to
Maybe I
find
should learn to play an
Tariana.
instrument. At least better than I can already.
Oh, wait. She's probably going to be in the... She just seems to always be in the kitchen with...
I am to be trained.
Yeah, you need some more hello lines there, buddy.
I've a new life ahead of me, and it is all thanks to you.
Oh, there she is.
What do you need, my friend?
Sledric. Ah, yes. He wanted records of an ancient dragon. I remember. Strange fellow, that one. Well versed in the past, but I've never seen him study such things. Very curious, if you ask me. Very curious indeed. Now, what is it you wanted? Of course, yes.
The Chronicles of Griff the Conceited. We just got
Fascinating
handed.
history with that one. Not at all what you'd expect from a dragon of that era.
Of course.
Here, you should read this.
Oops.
Griff the Conceited penned a memoir of sorts. It mentions Volgasinon several times. I took notes. But wait. That's not what Sledric asked for, is it? No. No. It was something else. Say again. Location. Volgasinon? Oh, there's no way to know that. Dragons are very secretive of such things, you know. Unless, yes, that is his area of expertise. Very knowledgeable of such things. Maybe he would know. Terret, yes! A historian he is, much like my partner Germaine. Only he's much less pleasant. Terret, I mean, not Germaine.
Always.
I do believe Terret is visiting the Temple of Dibella in Markarth. If anyone would know a dragon's last recorded location, it would be him. Now, do excuse me. I believe I was in the middle of searching for my quill.
Oh, no.
Hello
Hold
there,
on.
curious one. Yes, I can help with that. Any particular area?
Yeah, we'll look. Let's see. I think we're heading over to the Rift soon. I got a lot of stuff over there, so we'll ask for the Rift.
And what is it you seek?
We are looking for...
A risky game to play, friend.
Perhaps. I expect your coin by the end of the
What exactly do you hope to find?
Alright,
And
hold on
what
a
is it
second.
you seek?
No, let's go. Let's talk about something else.
Of course. Just tell me what you're looking
There.
for.
Let's see. I think.
I'm sorry. I fear there may be none left.
Hold
to
on.
find.
There's a way to get her to tell me about shouts. Hold on. Yeah.
Yes, I can help with that.
All
Any
right.
particular
We'll just try
area?
the first one here. East
And
March.
what is it you seek?
Is it this one?
What exactly do you hope to find?
Ah, here we go. Word walls. Okay.
Let me just check my records here. There's nothing here I can point to. Will that be all?
No, let's try another one.
Someplace else. Where?
All right, let's try the Rift again. Now that I know
And
what
is
I'm
it
looking
you
for.
seek?
All right, we're looking for Long Lost Mysteries.
What exactly do you hope to find? I recall
There we go.
down about that. I've marked the location on your map.
All right, we're gonna get a couple
that be
more.
all?
No. Give me another one.
Of course. What do you wish to find? What exactly do you hope to
See if she's got another one for us.
Let me
Yeah.
check my records. Your map now bears a new locale. Will that be all? Of course. What do you wish to find?
Let's see how many she'll
What
let us find here.
exactly do you hope to find? I recall.
All right, there's a bunch over there. All right.
Make curious. Will that be all?
No. We wanna. Let's get them all.
Of course. What do
At
you
least the
wish to
ones
find?
from this area, because I know there's a bunch of stuff I
exactly
need
do you
over in
hope to
Riften.
find? And what is
Oops.
it you
No.
seek?
That was the one I wanted.
What exactly do you hope?
There we go.
I recall
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch over there.
I've marked. Will that be all?
No, let's keep going.
Of course. What do you wish to... What exactly do you hope to... Let me just...
Okay, you know what? I just realized I need to check my map. Make sure she's not just giving me the same place over and over again. Let's see. Let's go world map. What do we got down here? Finn's loot. All right, hold on. Let's go to our journal. Oh no, did she replace? Oh, it might have. Yeah, I think I just blew a bunch of gold. I think she replaced them. Huntsworth's Power and Elder Blood Peak. I mean, it did open up some map markers, so it's just not marking them for... Okay, so I got to assume that any of these unmarked ones that I've never been to, these are probably all ones that I can get. So, well, some number of them I probably got from random rumors, but okay, so all these random things over here I can check for word walls, which is quite a pile of them. All right, cool. We got quite a bit. All right, but I'm going to stop blowing my gold in case I just lose track of them all. All right, we got some serious dungeon crawling to do here. And then on our way out of town, let's go do another duel of wit. I wish I could find somewhere to level up. I don't know what skill I guess I need to just go... I mean, I guess I could find a high spot, jump off, and heal myself. That would be one way to sneak in that last. Look at that. I'm so close to leveling here. All right, let's see. Can I get up on this wall here? I mean, I definitely can with our chant of ravaging. Let's see. Is this high enough to damage me from a jump? It is. I don't know if that's giving me restoration points though. Ah, didn't quite hit it. Alright, let's see here. It was down to here. Nope, didn't jump. Come on, jump button. Ah, did it again. Okay, apparently you can't. Can you not sprint jump in this game?
Mind yourself when I say.
They didn't want you to do too much parkour.
It's a right terrible sight.
Ah, alright, I can't find the spot where I just did that before. Ah, well. Yeah, I grabbed the speech levels, Nick, and then I'm like on the cusp of leveling up again. Where I could get my last 5 points. So I was just trying to think. Oh, you know what I could do is... Do you get alchemy points for eating ingredients? Or do I have to just craft stuff to get my alchemy to go up? I guess we're about to find out. Whoops, I'm a cannibal now. Let's see, do you have a alchemy table I can use in here?
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
An interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
There we go. Nice. Okay, so now we can go back and get another speech. If I didn't blow them, I'm assuming I didn't blow too much gold talking to Tiriana. Alright, but now we're right over by, let's see, how close are we to the Winking Skeever? Yeah, we're going to go do a duel.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
Alright, where is our...
Fletching suits me.
Not
It's
you.
difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
This drink's on me.
There we go.
Prepare to be outwitted, or at least out-talked. Care to wager? 25 septums seems a fair amount.
Let's go.
I hope you don't get stage fright.
Okay, so he's going to know this one immediately. But it might be worth it to make sure I have the retort. But let's try and make sure we get ahead here.
You even said I'm almost as smart as you.
Don't be a silly girl. Running a bar is no job for a young lady.
What about Auntie Fida
Oh,
and Dragonbridge?
right.
She runs a bar
Okay,
and you
then.
said she's one of you.
Time to show you how
Alright,
it's
okay
done.
then.
I'd call you a witless worm, but I wouldn't want to insult worms.
Alright, let's see here. It's Ensign pathetically squirms. Here we go.
You caught me off guard with that one. Your turn to shine, my friend.
Rick House, is this new content? It depends on what you consider new content. We are playing through Bard's College expansion, but that's been out since August, so not terribly new. All right, so we are ahead right now. So I'll go ahead, well, even though only by 1 point, I'm going to go ahead and get this
While
one.
your insight is as shallow as the claim that you assert.
Thank you
My
for the
words
retort.
are like arrows, hitting their mark every time. I'll weave a tapestry of insults so grand, it'll leave you speechless. Your features are enough to turn a sweet roll sour.
Okay, this is the Children Laugh and Cower. There we go.
I'll admit, you got me with that one. Your turn to shine, my friend.
Okay, let's see. Do we have any other Redguard ones I need response for? No. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll see if you happen to know this one.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Ah, it's my turn.
He just gives up so easily.
Your aura reeks of rot, a stench only an Ashaba could rival.
Oh, that's definitely Redguard. No idea. But let's double check, make sure I didn't get it before. Anything that rhymes with rival.
It's been a good week, my boy. Loud customers mean good cheer. Good cheer means a full till. You know, I had to retire and leave you to run the Stever, son.
No, don't think so.
Well, that was something, but I'm afraid it missed the mark entirely. You vanquished me with words alone.
Oh, we got the challenge, the novice champion. All right.
Would be worthy challenge to you.
Okay, I think they are in. Hold on, I think. Let's see. I think they're in Riverwood. Oh man, we got so much stuff to do now. Hello, Omni. Alright, let's run back to Durad before I forget. Train up our speech. We can finally get persuasion.
Youngest bard at the Bard's College. Anything I can do for you, I will.
Oh, thanks for the stalking, buddy. Where is Gerard at? There he is.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Okay, I have all my gold, sir. Oh no, do I not have enough? Oh my god, am I broke? Look at that, down to 250.
I suppose I should...
Alright. Alright, we need to go hit up the East Empire Company too and reclaim our, There we go. I guess I didn't need to get one of the... Wait, why do we have... Maybe I already had one and I didn't realize it? Because we just went to 51? Oh, that's alright. Okay. Man, we got a lot to do now. Alright, let's start with heading to Whiterun, and I can grab my gold from the East Empire Company, and then we'll head over to Riverwood and do the novice duel. And then from there, we'll probably bop over to the Riften area, so I can start making use of all the many shout locations I purchased. East Empire Camp. Hey, Shakar.
Do you have any sweet rolls? I love sweet rolls.
You and Inigo. Nice, 4,500. There we go.
Yeah,
no, I don't need anything from you. Thanks, though.
Valkyrie still has places not yet secure.
Yeah, I haven't been to Falkreath much. Let's see. Let's check out the ledger here. Convincing Igmonk had it. Alright, we got another Jarl we could convince. Okay, we've had 7 shipments. He sold 831 items for us. That's awesome. Alright, let's go to convincing Igmund to, before I forget. Searching Understone Keep. Okay. Alright, now let's bop over to Riverwood. And now the champion duels are a little bit longer than the
Feindorf
regular
thinks he can
ones.
woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I might tell you.
Alright, our man should be in here. There he is.
If it isn't the latest up-and-comer, you've done well. But the realm of rhetoric is unforgiving. Dare you enter a duel with a defending champion? Care to wager? 25 septims seems a fair amount. Don't trip over your tongue.
Just gonna do it while you're making potions, huh? Very sure of yourself.
Can you blame me? Looking upon you could cause anyone distress.
Nice.
Quite the master stroke, if I do say so myself.
I don't remember who the Nords are weak to.
Time to show you how it's done.
I'm gonna try all the racials because even if he knows them, I'll take it.
Sweet roll sour.
Okay, that's an easy one. Laugh or cower.
Oh, I see how it is. Fine, you win that round. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn.
Okay, let's see if he knows Redguard.
While your insight is as shallow,
He does.
as the claim
All right.
that you assert. Ha, quite the master stroke, if I do say so myself. You're about to witness the master at work. You're as cunning as a thrice concussed troll.
Let's see. Do I know this one? I think I do, but I don't. Okay. Well, that's no good. Alright, we'll just grab a random one.
Looks like you're not quite cut out for this dueling business.
Okay.
I've had my fun.
Hopefully,
Now it's your turn.
I have an insult that, let's see. Let's try Imperial. There we go.
Just give me a moment.
There's every race has one culture there where they lose automatically to, and their own they will win automatically against.
Attempts at verse are as elegant as a horker's belch.
Ooh, I don't know if I have this one. That sounds like a Nord insult, though. Oh, a fitting retort comes to you. Fantastic. That is a good reason to have speech up. There we go. So it must be this. How droll do your witticisms land with a lackluster squelch?
Oh, I see how it is. Fine, you win that round. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn.
Alright, let's see if we have any more Imperial we can use. We do.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks like Nords are weak to Imperial. Okay, cool.
You smell like skeever. Clear the stage. My turn for the spotlight. My quips are as finely crafted as an elven blade.
Okay, I think this one we know it's a Spluttering Tirade. I believe I saw that earlier. Yeah, here we go. You call quips, everyone else calls a Spluttering Tirade.
Oh, I see how it is. Fine, you win that round. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn.
Alright, do one more Imperial to shut it down. I can also do the Nord one just to force myself to get the thing, but I'm worried. Oh, wait, I have two Nord ones here. I don't remember which ones I have the thing for, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the risk. I want to make sure we have all of the retorts, and then I can finish him with the Imperial one I have left.
Preferable to the welcome you'd receive.
I think I already knew that one.
Which would surely underwhelm. My words are like arrows, hitting their mark every time. Clear the stage. My turn for the spotlight. Your attempts at wit are as feeble as a far man's first love letter.
Okay, this one we should have. This is the vocabulary getting better. Yep.
Looks like I underestimated you.
We got him. There we go.
You win the bout. Congratulations, and welcome to the ranks of novice. It only gets tougher from here, I'm afraid.
Okay, so now we should start seeing more apprentices around. And every new rank has a couple of new insults that weren't available prior. And so you'll want to like make sure you find a few of each rank before you get to the master of that rank. But to get to the master of the rank, or the champion rather, all you have to do is win, I believe it's 5 rounds, but they can be against anybody. So we could run around and beat up novices easily, or we can try and find some apprentices to get more things. But I will just take the victories so we can get to that 5 quicker.
25 septums seems a fair amount.
And of course, any of them have a chance to teach you a new cultural insult, which are pretty valuable.
Let's see if your words have any bite, fledgling.
I just whipped the novice champion. All right, so we could do... Oh, I think we already did that one to learn that, so... Let's try the Orsimer.
Well, that's unfair. You caught me off guard. Ah, it's my turn. Brace yourself. Your charm is as bountiful as a crop in the Alakir Desert.
Okay, and... I think it's this one, right?
Oh, think you're clever, do you? Your turn to shine, my friend.
Alright. Alright, do we have any other red guard? We can just learn the retort
the
for.
only thing rotting here is the mind you've left idle. Impressive, I must say. I surprise even myself sometimes. Ah, it's my turn. Brace yourself. You're as cunning as a thrice concussed.
Ah, I think this is the one I don't know. We got beat by that last time. Yeah, I gotta learn that one still. I gotta start using that until somebody throws it back at me.
Well, that was amusing in its own way.
Whoops.
But not
Did we tie here?
quite right. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn.
Alright, we need to put the killing below here. Let's see. I don't know if Bosmar is the right one, but... Hey, there we go.
Well, you smell like skeever. Prepare to be blown away by my linguistic prowess. I'd call you a witless worm, but I wouldn't want to insult worms.
And this is Squirms. We have this one somewhere. There we go. That should be victory.
You caught me off guard with that one.
Yeah, there we go.
No more. You have won this. I'll take my leave with what little pride I have left.
Okay, there we go. Did you beat all the Monkey Islands? The only one I haven't beaten is the newest one, and I'm like, I can tell I'm like right at the end of it. But I have that on my Steam Deck, and it's one I just play like when I'm in airplanes, and I haven't flown in a while. Okay, so now we want to head over to the Riften area. I don't know if I've been to Riften on this character yet, like to the actual town. Okay, yes, I have. What's this here? Locate the 3rd tablet of Spectral Rift, and we somehow have this map marker, so I guess we can just fast travel to that. There we go. Alright, but I think this is going to be my last dungeon for the night, and then we will save it here, because, and I think this is going to be a short one. It's just a cave. Uh-oh. Get him, Miko. Okay, where is this cave now? This way. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put the cadence rod in this hand. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You can switch them up. Hold on. Alright, so we actually need to change around, because Chant of Ravaging will auto-equip, but I think without the script extender, we can't choose what hand things get equipped in, I believe is one of the issues we ran into. Or I guess we don't have any way for you to know which one you would want it in. So we're going to favorite that, so we can go right to that. launched Miko to the moon. See him anywhere. Oh, there he is. You're good, bud. You're good. There we go. Another Spectral Rift tablet. Oh, and I know what else we forgot. We're going to actually go outside and do this. We're going to do... Because that was too easy. That was too fast. Nice. We are going to do... Dragon's Dirge. I set myself up before I started the stream. I favorited it just so I would remember. And I totally forgot until just now. So... Oh, and I think I did it and then died. So I gotta refavorite it. Alright, we're gonna do this. So now the next time we play music, we will tempt a dragon. Which one do you like the most? So I have a... my favorite Monkey Island is probably not most people's favorite. And it was the first... I believe it was the first one that they voiced. It was like a 3D one, and I don't remember the name of it. But I can see it vividly in my head. And I remember just being enamored with this joke they used throughout it, which was like, that's the second biggest whatever I've ever seen. Like, that's the second biggest coconut I've ever seen. Or that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. And I thought that was the funniest joke ever the first time I played it. Hey, we didn't even need to use Dragon's Dirge. We got a dragon coming for us. Where are you, buddy? I heard you. There he is. Come on down. Whoops, we had our power equipped there. Alright, we need to get to... Okay, good, I just did it. Come on down. Curse of Monkey Island, that sounds right. Yeah, really, I know that's like, I think that was like one of those ones when they, because that was the first one after they had not made one in ages. I remember a lot of people were just like, it was alright, but it wasn't. Oh no, are we dead? Are we just super dead? Wait, am I still alive? No, that's gotta be dead, right? Yeah. Okay, did we get... Is this after we came out of the cave? Alright, now is that blood dragon still here? But yeah, I remember when after it came out and I loved it, and then like reviews came in and were like, it was pretty mid compared to the old school. But I dug it. It's because I think that may have been the first one that wasn't written by the original creators. Because I remember that was like one of the big things about the newest Monkey Island was like the original writer was coming back for it. But I still dug it. What was that sound? That didn't sound like a dragon. Unless different dragons have different roars and I just never noticed. There we go. Let's see, do we still get a blood dragon? Alright, let's go ahead and get on the force ready. Come on, buddy. Come on down. Oh, is he going to mess with this little town over here? Healing here. Oh, you know what? We gotta try Spectral Rift on this guy too. Let's try that. Alright, where's our Cadence Rod? Alright, let's see how Spectral Rift does against this guy. Wait, no. work? I think it did. He didn't shout at us. Hard to see the effect on a dragon. Come on down. Wait, are we gonna fight with an elk too? Alright, let's get some healing on. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? It's weird fighting the dragon without the combat music. What's going on here? Ah, damn. Lydia, get in there and tank him. There's our music. There's our combat music. Come on, buddy. Decided not to come this time. Alright, we'll try the... Alright, let's see. Dragon's Dirge. Oops. And then we go ahead and play. And I believe we have a custom song for this, too. There he comes. Unless that was the other one, and then maybe we're going to trigger 2 right now. Which would be really bad for me. I think we did. I think we got 2. Uh-oh. Hey, hold on. We're going to switch to flute because the healing will be better. Slay the dragons, plural. No. Alright, we gotta get back to some healing here. There we go. Oh yeah, little double dragon fight. This will go great for me. At least this one's low level. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lydia, get him! Alright, where are you guys? are you guys? Oh yeah, I can see the effect on him. He's still muted. Good, good, good. Alright, where are you guys? Here we go. No! No shouts for you. Oh, that's the blood dragon. Alright. Where's the other one? Alright, I think we can switch to Cadence Rod here. No, I want to fight the other one. Where's the little one? There he is. Wait, is that... How many dragons are there? Are we fighting 3 right now? There he is. Uh-oh. Oh, man. That's how low I was there. Oh, God. Oh, God. So low, so low. Alright, where the hell? I don't know how I keep losing the dragons. Oh man, that fire breath. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, damn it. The double dragon, too much. It's too much. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do here, because I got to get to bed soon. I am going to wait till this dragon appears and then make a save so that I don't repeat this mistake next time. Alright, let's get Unrelenting Force ready. Do not want to fight 2 dragons once, although somehow I was doing better against 2 dragons than I was against 1. No, definitely not doing a Christmas night stream. So the next stream will probably be, what day would that be? It will be probably next Sunday. So we'll probably pick back up where we left off here. So yeah, the 29th. So the next stream, I will do a New Year's Day stream though. So that'll be the next SS2 stream. That's when we're gonna, New Year's Day is when we're gonna start the next SS2 playthrough. Which I'm still debating on exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm either gonna bring back hardcore, which I might start from scratch. On that, and the other thing, no matter what, we're going to add more add-on packs this time. I've been largely playing with just base SS2, so we're definitely going to install add-on packs. The question mark is, do we bring back the old stream I used to do where I'd let you guys vote new mods in, where it was basically like people would make recommendations? I might do it a little differently than I did the last time, because last time when we did this, I was playing Conqueror, and I basically just... Everyone was allowed to make whatever suggestions they wanted, and then I would just grab a handful of them and install them, and it made a mess. So I might do something a little more strategic, like take open suggestions and then do a vote on which ones I should install, something like that. I don't know. Definitely gonna have to be a little more careful so I don't break my save as quickly as I did during the Conqueror playthrough. Okay, this is our last attempt before the night. Now we have a save ready right before this fight, so... Alright. Oh god. I got wrecked immediately. Okay. That is enough pain for the night. So thank you guys for joining me. We'll be back next Sunday to try again at this dragon fight, and I will go as many times as required till we get this damn thing's soul. We're going to come up with some new strategies. Maybe I'll secretly buff my weapons behind under the hood, because I can do that. We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Catch you guys next week.